And protesters a little dangerous right now. President Trump urging Iranians to rise up and seize this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity they've been waiting for almost 50 years. As the ultimate goal of Operation Epic Fury, it's got to be regime change, and the president's basically saying that. So what does it look like for the people of Iran? Joining us now to talk about that is Major John Spencer. He's executive director of and chairman of the Urban Warfare Studies. Major, great to see you. How would you describe the strike so far? Here we are 2 days in. You study war for a living. How are we doing?
It's literally a change in the character of war, a historic operation that has no parallel outside of Israel's 12-day war, the opening moments. I don't think people are grasping. I was on the ground in the invasion of Iraq. It took us 9 months to get Saddam and many of that deck of cards. It took us 9 years to get bin Laden, and some of those al-Qaeda leaders are still around, not many of them. But to eliminate the Ayatollah, the Minister of Defense, 40 senior leaders in the first 24 hours should put the fear of God in any enemy of the United States or Israel.
I think our Secretary of War and the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff deserve tremendous credit because they keep executing over and over again. I'd like to bring you to this map. And even though we've had hundreds of strikes, this is roughly where we've hit inside Iran, and we're only 2 days in. As you see this map, what stands out to you?
One of the things that stands out to me is I teach, high level or the history of wars, the synchronization of the really 2,000 targets, if you add in U.S. and in the United States, but also an understanding of what they're targeting, right? The extreme precision of the IRGC headquarters, the missile launching locations, the amount of intelligence you have to have for that, the satellites, the cyber warfare that's going on right now, and the synchronization of Israeli assets, United States assets, all of those domains of warfare. That's what I see on this map. Of course, I see things that have been eliminated, but a lot more needs to be eliminated. And I don't think, even if we go back to the Persian Gulf, and that's not the war we're fighting now, the amount of firepower the United States can bring down on an Islamic regime, you want to say they're a rational actor, although we have broken their command and control, they're disorganized. You would think they would be rational at this point and say, look, we should stop doing what we're doing.
They basically told our negotiators, under no circumstances are we not going to be making ballistic missiles. What are we talking about then? And under no circumstances will we not fund proxy groups, Houthis, Hamas, Hezbollah, and Hezbollah is attacking. I want you to bring you to Iran's military and proxy groups in the area, but more importantly, where Iran has retaliated right now. So let's go to number 4. They've retaliated against civilian locations, nightclubs, apartments, buildings. We do have military presence in all these places, but they're not hitting the military bases. Is that purposeful?
I mean, I think some of it is purposeful because some of that is directly targeting civilian locations, luxury hotels, airfields that have we're not using those military sites. It's not American military support. Some of these countries straight out said, we want no U.S. forces here during this operation. And they're targeting them with hundreds of missiles and drones. It is a combination of both, though, Brian. It's intentional. They're targeting civilians, and they suck.
I know we have about 90 seconds left. So what can we expect in the next coming days? Being that we have redefined warfare, what's next?
I think we're going to see a rush of defensive weapons to help protect our allies and the troops. And my thoughts are with the friends and families of those that we lost. And it's really important that this will continue. This isn't starting a regime change war. This is ending a forever war. Iran has waged war against Americans, killed my soldiers in Iraq for 47 years. This is ending a forever war. I think we're going to see a continued precision, targeted list of things to be targeted, people to be targeted, until they either fall by the popular revolt that the president is encouraging them to do, or just through capitulation.
Major John Spencer, thanks so much. I guess you have to add another chapter to your war college curriculum, and I'm so glad to do it, and I know you are too. Thanks so much for putting that in perspective, and that is it.